What is up, guys? It's the Sound Alchemist here with
Gersh1.
And today we're back at it to answer more questions from you guys in another episode of For the Greater.
This is a video series where we answer the questions left by you, the viewer. If you have a question for us, comment down below. Put a question in front of your question because we get those questions first.
And that is what World 777 has done. Are there any actual demons-made war engines that come directly from the realm of chaos besides soul grinders?
Yes. There is a portion within the Immaterium that is controlled by none of the four Chaos Gods. It's not part of the Ash Wastes. It is its own little pocket dimension. Well, it's not a pocket dimension because it's within a dimension, but it's a little subpart of the Immaterium where it's the Demon Forge of, what's it called? The Hellforge, right?
Yeah, Hellforge, souls, demons, and yeah, it's nasty.
It has some like fancy name, and I think I've created a 40Facts video on it, but it is a place where the demons that exist within the four realms of the Chaos Gods get sucked into it, and then they are created or binded into a demon engine, and they are forever instructed to defend that demon forge within the Immaterium. So if any of the four Chaos Gods ever decide to betray,
I think it's the Forge of Souls.
The Forge of Souls, there you go.
Yeah.
So like if they ever decide to attack the Forge of Souls to conquer it, their demon engines, the ones that they are relying for the siege, will turn on that actual god because they are bound to defend that area.
Yeah. So it's like if Slaanesh comes in, the Slaaneshi demon engines would defend it. So it's basically I wouldn't even say like a neutral part of the war because it's still chaos and whatnot. They still like send out and like create these demonic engines of war for like Khorne, Tzeentch, etc. But yeah, that's a very interesting concept that almost like Malao in nature.
Yeah.
Where it's like chaos can fight against chaos.
Yep. And yeah, it's a really bad place for demons as well, which is something that you don't really hear about. Because like normally you think like demons are terrible creatures and the only way to like get rid of them is to kill them and they return to the Immaterium, but they have no real like pain or suffering. But no. When they go into a demon engine, they are suffering.
Yeah, it is torture for them. And basically the stronger the demon is, the more pain they feel. And that's what these like demon engines are. They're just really pissed off demons that just want to, put their pain and suffering onto others.
Yeah, basically think about it like if you were completely naked your entire life and then all of a sudden people tell you to put on clothes and you have to wear those like nasty fabric or what is that called, wool, like you have to wear wool all the time.
Polyester.
Ugh. That's basically what it is for these demons.
Right. And eventually you start lashing out at people in Hawaii because you're Ezra Miller.
Is that what happened?
Yeah, the dude's going on a rampage over there. He's been arrested a few times. And yeah, he's a demon engine.
He is. Next question comes from Bert. When Elon Musk finishes Neuralink development, will he be able to harness human latent psychic powers and rise to the emperor of mankind? I don't think Elon Musk would ever be considered the emperor. The emperor, if you think of the emperor based on the lore, the emperor is currently living amongst us in what is it called? Secrecy.
Yeah.
So there's no way for us to know, because a lot of people say like, oh, Alexander the Great was the emperor of mankind, Chagatai Khan, Genghis Khan.
Yeah.
But no, none of that. Like he has always been a secret emperor, unless the lore has changed.
Yeah, because for the most part, the emperor wanted humanity to govern themselves. Basically, humanity taking care of their own needs with no outside intervention. But the emperor has been there kind of pushing them towards the right direction, only when 100% necessary.
Yeah, if anything, the actual, like Elon Musk would be one of the very first tech priests, and then he would probably elevate himself to like one of the highest, like a fabricator general type of thing. But yeah, a part of the Adeptus Mechanicus, because he is all about like the pursuit of the machine spirit and all that kind of stuff. And since we're talking about Elon Musk, just go buy some Dogecoin. Especially right now. Right now it's pretty cheap. It's probably going to hit like 11 cents. Even if it has like a small little pump, you can like, you can get a 50% gain if it goes up to like, what would that be? 15, 16?
Sure.
Yeah.
Stats.
Yeah.
Math.
Good question, though. Next one.
This was by Jeremy Sneed. Which Space Marines would be more proficient at defeating the Drukhari? So when it comes to like certain chapters having specialties and stuff, that is a thing, but like any Space Marine chapter will do good against pretty much any opponent. When it comes to the Drukhari, they're fast hitting. They use poisons and toxins and whatnot. They also have a huge amount of like weaponry and variety amongst their ranks. They got like homunculi, witches. So there's a lot of things that they have to be ready for. But honestly, any Space Marine chapter will do good.
Yeah, because you got to remember that Space Marine chapters, by the lore, are immune to poison.
Mm-hmm.
They can live in the vacuum of space.
Yep.
Breathe underwater, spit acid. Like there is nothing that a Drukhari can do to a Space Marine to hurt them, but there is.
Yeah,
because like lore wise,
right. There's ways for them to, especially when you get to like the not the Harlequins. The what are the scientists called? The
homunculi.
Yeah, they can really mess you up. They've got like mirror dimensions and like they can do voodoo on you and stuff like that. Like it's bad.
Yeah. One thing I would say though is that it seems that most Primarchs were drawn into the Webboy by the Drukhari. Mm-hmm. So if you wanted to have like some type of rivalry because like their Primarch were brought into the Webboy, you have the Corvus Corax.
Yep.
You have Jagatai Khan, so you have the White Scars and the Raven Guard.
Which apparently he's still in Kamara.
Yeah. And the Salamanders.
Vulcan.
Vulcan was in there being tortured, right?
Mm-hmm.
For a while. So yeah, those three would have a vendetta, and any of their successor chapters would have a vendetta against the Drukhari.
Right.
It would be interesting to have White Scars, just because the White Scars are all about fast-moving stuff, and Drukhari have their little speeders, mm-hmm. which are really cool. They just don't fit in with like I feel on the tabletop.
Yeah, it's like you've got all these like tanks of war and. Now you have
a boat.
Yeah, a freaking boat. Or you got the freaking glider from like Green Goblin and Spider-Man.
Yeah. This question comes from Prodigio Guitarist. Is the Ghetto Revival in the building? Which Primarch is the king of the burbs? Hallelujah, holla back. Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's funny. Because at least one person understood that reference.
Yes.
That's good.
I do remember what the show was called?
It was on VH1. I remember that.
Yeah, and they were trying to be rappers, right? And they were like, it was supposed to be sad people trying to be rappers.
Yeah, yeah.
And there was a guy whose catchphrase
yes.
was Hallelujah, holla back. Sorry, I read back. So yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, people say Hallelujah, and you gotta holla back. Hallelujah.
How cool would it be if we started a series where, like, you guys give us a theme and we try to create a Space Marine chapter based around that theme? And if you guys want us to create a Space Marine chapter based on
the
ghetto white urban dudes. Wait, was he white? No, he was Mexican, wasn't he?
I think so, yeah.
So, ghetto urban Mexicans, then we'll try to do that for you.
Mm-hmm. This one is by Isaac Langdon. What does childcare look like in 40K?
So within a hive city, we'll touch on the hive city because there's so many different planets,
mm-hmm.
But the most common ones are hive cities. You have like 4 tiers. So you have the underhive, no childcare there, nothing but like mutants and necromunda gangs,
mm-hmm.
or just gangs. Then you have the lower spire, which is mostly workers and stuff. Childcare there is probably pretty shitty. It's probably like child labor. Then you have the middle spire, which is more like I guess your I would say the people that make the entire thing work, so like tech priests and that kind of stuff. And then you have the cream of the crop on the very top.
Yeah, the nobles, the people with power.
So watch Secession, and that's basically
yeah.
what the people from the spire. I think they're called highborns.
There you go. Yeah.
Yeah, and childcare in those places looks really nice.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of mid-level hivers supporting the top.
Yeah, but for the most part, it's really shitty. There's probably none, or if it is, you're probably old enough to be working, so they probably got you working doing something.
Yeah. those were the questions for today. If you guys have more questions for us, please comment down below. Thank you guys so much for listening and hanging out with us. We'll talk tomorrow.
That's right. This has been The Sound Alchemist.
Gershwan.
And we are out.
Always used to put my freedom first in any situation.